At just 16 years old, Gout Gout is rewriting the rules of sprinting. He's shattered records that stood for decades, including one set by Peter Norman at the 1968 Olympics, and he's already running times that rival the teenage achievements of Usain Bolt. In the 200 meters, he clocked an unbelievable 20.04 seconds, putting him in the same league as the fastest sprinters alive. Watching him surge down the track is like seeing the future of athletics unfold right before your eyes. So here's the question: is Gout Gout the next great name in sprinting, or has he already arrived?
Final, so we're about to wind him up and watch him go here. Gout Gout, he's already got the stagger, so he moves right on past Chase Fred.
Breaking records in track and field is always a big deal, but when a teenager takes down a mark that has stood for over half a century, it feels like a moment of pure history. That's exactly what Gout Gout accomplished at the Australian All-Schools Championships. With one incredible performance, this 16-year-old sprinter didn't just win a race, he redefined what's possible for someone his age.
Let the legs loose and let the kid run. He is absolutely gone. He is Gout of this world. 20.07.
The race itself was electric. Gout lined up for the 200-meter final as the clear favorite, and honestly, anything less than a win would have shocked everyone in the stadium. But what unfolded wasn't just a victory. When Gout crossed the finish line, the clock initially read 20.07 seconds, an astonishing time on its own. Moments later, the time was adjusted to 20.04 seconds. That was it. The moment the oldest record in Australian athletics was officially broken. Peter Norman's legendary 20.06 second run from the 1968 Olympics had finally been surpassed. Think about that for a second. Norman's record had stood strong for 56 years. It was set in an era where sprinting was dominated by incredible athletes, and it had become a symbol of Australian excellence on the track. Gout, a teenager, took that symbol and smashed it, becoming the fastest Australian in history over 200 meters. And here's the kicker. This wasn't just some fluke aided by the wind. The conditions were legal, making the record completely official. Usain Bolt set the 16-year-old world record back in his early years, clocking a blistering 20.13 seconds in the 200 meters. For years, that time was untouchable, a benchmark that no one seemed capable of challenging. But then came Gout Gout. In the same season where he shattered Australia's national record, Gout clocked an incredible 20.04 seconds, officially dethroning Bolt's 16-year-old record. That time isn't just fast, it's historic. It puts Gout among the absolute best young sprinters in history, placing him second in the under-18 category. To truly appreciate what this means, think about how rare it is to see Bolt's records fall, especially one from his teenage years. Bolt's early performances were so exceptional that they became the foundation for his legendary career. By breaking this particular record, Gout has accomplished something that puts him in a very exclusive club. It's not just about running fast, it's about doing something no one else in his age group has ever done. Something even Bolt couldn't match at 16.
Honey, where's my silver sip? Hi, I'm Gout. I'm running the 200 and 4x1 relay. My 100's always been like a bit iffy, and since 200 is my favorite event.
Gout Gout's journey to becoming a household name in track and field started with a bang. At just 14 years old, he stunned the athletics world by running the 100 meters in an impressive 10.57 seconds. That's the kind of time most athletes can only dream of, and Gout was just getting started. It wasn't just the speed that caught people's attention, it was the way he ran, with a power and confidence that seemed far beyond his years.
In the centre, also Thamil of Sri Lanka going well and holding on to that second spot at the moment, 20.77.
In the 2 years since, Gout's growth has been nothing short of extraordinary. He hasn't just gotten faster, he's developed a presence on the track that has people comparing him to none other than Usain Bolt. It's not just about his times, although those are jaw-dropping enough. It's his explosive starts, his smooth stride, and the way he dominates a race that has earned him the comparisons. And there's more to him than just athletic ability. Gout has a charisma that makes it impossible to look away when he's racing. He carries himself with the kind of confidence that shows he knows he belongs among the best. What propelled Gout into the global spotlight, though, were his record-breaking performances and the viral videos that followed. Each time he stepped onto the track, he seemed to do something incredible, and the world started taking notice. Social media lit up with clips of his races, and fans couldn't stop talking about this teenager who was running like a seasoned pro. But what sets Gout apart isn't just his talent, it's his mindset. His favorite saying, "Pressure makes diamonds," isn't just a catchphrase, it's how he lives. Instead of crumbling under the weight of expectations, Gout thrives. He takes the pressure and turns it into something spectacular. The 200-meter final at the Australian All-Schools Championships wasn't just another race, it was a defining moment for Gout Gout. Coming into the event, everyone knew he was the one to watch, else entirely. Analysts estimate he ran that stretch in around 10.7 to 10.9 seconds, a pace that's almost unheard of for someone his age. As he powered down the straight, it was like he entered another gear, pulling away from the field with ease. By the time he crossed the finish line, there was no question. He had dominated the race. What made this performance so special wasn't just the time, although that alone was historic. It was the way Gout ran, with a combination of raw speed and effortless control. He didn't just win, he left his competitors trailing so far behind that it felt like they were racing for second place. The gap between him and the rest of the field wasn't just a testament to his talent. It was a statement that he was operating on a completely different level. When it comes to the 200 meters, Noah Lyles is the man to beat. As the reigning world champion, he's known for his explosive speed, flawless technique, and ability to deliver under pressure. Lyles has set the gold standard in the event, dominating the sport in a way that leaves little room for challengers. But at just 16 years old, Gout Gout is starting to run times that make you wonder if he could be the one to shake things up in the future. What's remarkable is how close Gout's performances already are to where Lyles was early in his career. At Gout's age, Lyles was just beginning to show his potential, running impressive times, but not quite at the level Gout is hitting right now. Gout's recent 200M performance, where he clocked an incredible 20.04 seconds, puts him in a conversation that few teenagers ever get to be part of. It's not just about the numbers though, it's about the way Gout runs. His raw speed, combined with a fearless approach to competition, mirrors some of what made Lyles such a standout talent in his youth. The thought of a future showdown between these two is exciting. Lyles has established himself as a master of the event, blending power and precision to dominate his races. Gout, on the other hand, is still refining his technique, but his natural talent is undeniable. If their paths cross in the next few years, it could be a clash of generations. Lyles at the peak of his powers, and Gout as the young prodigy looking to make his mark. Gout Gout is changing the way we think about sprinting. At just 16, he's already breaking records that most athletes can only dream of touching in their entire careers. He's not just fast, he's setting a new standard for what young sprinters can achieve. By smashing national and age group world records, Gout is showing that the limits of youth athletics are far greater than anyone imagined. One of the most exciting parts of Gout's journey is his next goal: breaking the elusive sub-20-second barrier in the 200 meters. To put that into perspective, only one athlete under the age of 18 has ever managed it. It's the kind of milestone that separates the greats from the legends. And with Gout's trajectory, it feels like it's not a matter of if he'll do it, but when. His recent time of 20.04 seconds suggests that he's knocking on the door of this achievement, and it's thrilling to think how close he is to making history yet again. But it's not just about the records he's breaking, it's about what his success means for the sport. Young athletes everywhere are looking at Gout and realizing that age doesn't have to be a barrier. His performances are inspiring a whole new generation of sprinters to aim higher and dream bigger. Coaches, analysts, and fans are all taking notice, and Gout's impact is already rippling through the world of track and field. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.